What's up, YouTube? We are on our way, me and my dog. I'm gonna drop him off at my dad's place where I'm gonna leave from, and we're gonna go for a crazy long ride. So stick with me as we attempt the longest ride of my life, and also one of the things I've been wanting to do for quite a while. So let's do it. Well, we were trying to beat the sun coming up and roll out before then, but a little bit of overslept, but we should be able to roll out just barely after sunrise here, so we're on our way. We just pulled in. I got the bike somewhat set up. I chose this one because it's more endurance based than the Madone, so put my frame bag in there, 2 extra tubes, CO2s, tools, extra battery stuff, head unit. I gotta fill the water bottles and put some chain lube on, and then we're gonna be on our way. So kind of before daylight, kind of. I don't know, not really as early as I would have liked, but I gotta get some cycling apparel on too, because riding in the Chacos, just no bueno. Alright, I gotta check the tire pressures here, so we're gonna use the floor pump, and then we gotta put water in the cages, and I load it up on fig bars and chain lube, and then we're good. Just pushed off. All day of biking. A little bit after sunrise technically, but hard to tell with all the clouds today. But already a little zealous on the speed. Feels like we got a headwind. So we'll see what happens, but things are happening. I wish I had my aero bars. More about that later. Let's go. There's one. And the first deer today. I bet you there will be more. Makes me wonder if the audio is pretty bad with all the wind noise. But who knows, we'll see when I check out the footage. 1 mile in, that's it. Can I turn back yet? There's 2. Turkey back there, lots of them. 3. Old barns are cool. Awesome stuff. There's 4. Here's 5. And we're coming into our first trail. Or, I guess whatever you want to call it, but take this for a little while. I'm in the wrong gear. We got deer, turkeys, rabbits, birds, all the things in 5 miles. Let's go. A few puddles from some overnight heavy rains, but the weather said that we should be set all day. Low 70s, mid 70s. We're puddle dodging, but it could be worse. Oh. And in case you didn't know, we're coming up on 6, which is a low number so far. It's okay. But, in case you were worried, we did not miss 8. So, we're right now leaving the last little segment of path that I actually rode a century on with my good friend. And we're going further north. So, this was our northeasternmost point. And I'm crossing, and we're not going into territory I've never ridden before, but I haven't been up here this year, so. Do I really need to stop? We'll see what happens. That's 35 over there. And over there, you can't really see it, but Minnesota here, old Highway 61, Forest Boulevard in some spots. Moving, and we're over 9. Missed out on filming a big eagle, kind of a bummer, but we're moving. Probably a little faster than we'll see all day, but warming up, so. And in case you were worried, we are just hitting 10 right, meow. Bada, 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 bada. Just past 12. Bada bang! Woo! So we're coming to the end of the trail here, I believe, which is really a bummer because this early in the morning and there's a lot of safety on the trail, but you can ride it all day long. So we're gonna jump on the 61 that you heard me talk about just a moment ago and keep moving. Look, a carnival. Just quite a bit more unsafe. By the way, coming up on 14. But yeah, we got traffic and more wind because we're out of the little cove of the trail, so bummer, but we're moving. Just keep pedaling. Just keep pedaling. Don't push too much power. And keep moving. That's one of the goals for this one. As much as possible anyways. Keep moving. Already feeling it. Not terribly bad or anything, but the wind is definitely could be becoming an issue. We got a cross headwind, and we have 16. We missed 18, but it's okay. As you can see, the road conditions have changed greatly. Old 61 is pretty rough. And it's quite scary at times too. So I'm gonna dodge some more potholes and keep moving. Oh, and there's 19. There's 20, and a little bit of a direction change, and then it looks like new tar up here, hopefully. So that'd be awesome if it was, because this stuff is rough. Look at it. Would you just look at it? Just look at it. Oh, it's so smooth. So fancy. Still a headwind though. Still slightly terrifying. Alright. So we're trying to ride stealthily, but I gotta be pretty quiet. Trying to be quiet. This is pretty cool. Look. he'll be back on that turkey. Probably like right now. He's actually swinging back around. If you look, you'll see him cross the road. There he goes, right there. Crossing the road back onto the turkey. Circle of life. Oh, and 23. Got a ways left. This headwind right now is killer. Six, 29. Weather holes. This would be very nasty. It looks good that way though. So fingers crossed. 30. Swamp meat going on there. Past 38. Not feeling that great. But yeah. Yeah. Just got past 40. And it's turning out to be a beautiful day. I am excited to get off of this road though. Although the further north I get, the less traffic I anticipate until we hit the biggest town way up there on the big water. So I could only be so lucky as to lose this headwind though. I'm complaining a lot. It's really not the worst I've ever ridden in, but here we go. Woo! 45, right about now. Let's take a dive up this hill. I don't know if you can hear it, but sometimes you take wrong turns, and we're on gravel with a road bike. It is what it is. Crossing the tracks. Books. There's a bridge over there. We're going for it. Oh no! Now way back there. Another old barn. Top, a little bit of a dam. That's a real beautiful thing. Tar. Just kidding, it was only like 3 miles or 2 miles. So, we're moving. So, the real reason why we took our little gravel detour is because I had to get breakfast. Cinnamon roll. And yes, it's as good as you think. Carbs. Oh no. Hopefully not lost, but trying to find this trail. And we also are just coming up on 50, so that'll be good. That means not a quarter of the way yet, and if that's a little hint, we got a long while left. So stick around, keep watching, you'll get to see how far we make it while I hunt for this trailhead. Alright, so we found our trail. This should take us just about all the way up to where we're going and then back. So here she is, a little trail map. But we're way down here. And we're gonna go all the way up to Duluth. We got a long way to go, so let's hit it. Happy to finally hit some stuff that is a little bit more eventful to look at other than old county roads, so this is good. If you've ridden the MS 150 here in Minnesota, you've seen all this, but that was a couple weeks ago, and that's going the other direction. We'll come back that way hopefully today too, so let's do it. I had to take a phone call for work, but if you saw that, I gotta do a little limbo. There's a tree down up there. This trail is awesome. It's great because it's off the main roads, like you don't have to worry about traffic, but these bumps are pretty killer. They're a little annoying, and yeah. How am I gonna navigate this? I guess we're going through here. Gonna have to watch out for that on the way back. Okay, let's go. Oh no, I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes. Ugh. like we got another one down. Whew. So when I got my call, I forgot to turn back on my head unit. So that's kind of a bummer. I might be missing like 5-6 miles, something like that. And these are kind of slowing me up. This is number 3. The other ones were easier to pass than this one. Oh. Ugh. So, more of the story is don't turn off the head unit, because you'll miss miles and time. Kind of annoying. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it now, since I'm not double tracking. Dive, dip, duck, dodge, and dive. Snapper. Hopefully you saw him. So what I'm going to say is I missed about 5 miles, which is a bummer. Nice little rest stop here. Could have probably stopped. Could use some rest, but don't know if I have time. We're at about 56 on here. Really, it's 61. We're just trying to make up miles, and resting is not really in the cards, I don't think. I don't know. I talked through it with some friends the other day, and they said I could keep a 14 mile per hour average, or 16 or something, and still make my miles that I'm going to try to get. And I don't think it's possible. Time's just eating away. It's already nearly 10 o'clock. We gotta go. Onward and forward. A sign of life. Hello. That was the first one since getting on this trail. Interesting. And there's a deer stand. Finally making a turn. Hopefully this turn is for the better. It'd be nice to not have a direct or, you know, right in front headwind. Gotta watch out for those crazy noises. So we had a couple more signs of life. Actually, soon after I almost just hit a squirrel. Soon after I passed that biker, I saw a runner, and that bridge that was right back there. There were 2 cyclists that looked like they were packed. I don't know which way they're going, but gave them the old wave and kept on pedaling. Miles to make up. Woo! Conifers. Pretty murky. But the river crossings are pretty. That sign said Moose Lake in 5 miles. Making progresses. And another sign of life up there. We're at roughly 75. Man, I wish I wouldn't have goofed up on that. Nerd. The water's really up right now. Well, I have updates. There's only a couple things that really take me out from what I want to do. So we'll see what happens with this, but I pulled off to get a Powerade and a couple waters to fill off my bottles. And about a mile in after that, I got stung right here. I don't know if you can see that just below my ear, kind of a red spot. I can already feel it starting to get inflamed. And right there. I'm not nearly as allergic as my family is, but if it starts, that's pretty close to my airway, you know, so if I start feeling a little bit too much, I might have to take a bus back. So I just priced one out. It'll be 36 bucks if I do that route. If I absolutely have to, I have to. That's just the way it is. You can't overdo it when you're stung basically in the throat, so who knows. We're coming up on a Hyundai now, and in a couple miles, I add my 5 to my amount on the clock here. We're at 96.3. Now, believe it or not, I wanted to try to make it back. I don't know if that's in the cards today. I'll definitely still get my highest miles in a day if I can make it at least to Duluth. So we'll see what happens as I'm slowly seeing this inflame even more. So sorry for the wind noise, but giving you an update here. This is on Juneteenth, 19th of June. This is a day off that I had, and I figured I could spend it the entire day on my bike. Sun up to sundown. Would have been cool. But sometimes things come up, so we'll see how it plays out. These are summer shoes, they're very thin. Hopefully we don't have very much more of that. Again, that storm rolled through, and there was a local at the gas station that I was just at before my bee sting. He was saying it just poured up here. That's why all the rivers are way overflowing too, so yep. I guess when it rains, it pours. So I got stung in the neck. I'm in Carlton, which is south of Duluth by a little bit, and I just had a spoke pop. I mean, there's no better place to take a break. So nice up here. So I just saw it. Here it is. Probably was a poor idea to choose these wheels because this has been happening. I replaced this one before and that one before that. These are the wheels off the Madone. Now I did bring an extra spoke, but I forgot to grab a cassette tool so I could put the darn thing in. So I'm gonna try to limp this to Duluth and hop on a bus and go home because I can't ride this all the way back unless I get to a bike shop that's open today. So yeah. All these bumps in the path took a number on this wheel. This wheel is I'm getting sick of dealing with it. So well, 12:30, bus leaves at 4:45. I gotta limp this 20-30 miles north yet. Let's go. It is one of the cooler trails that I've ever ridden on. It's got rocks and woods. It's a shame my wheel feels like it's gonna fall off. I thought I had it fixed. What a bummer. Oh well. So wet it almost looks mossy. I bet you this gets really slick. So I've just gotten my second or third set of directions from locals, and man, people are too nice. I gotta go back 3 miles and then take a right to get back on track to come back into Duluth. I was pointing my way towards Wisconsin. I took a right somehow when I wasn't supposed to. So backtracking a little bit, limping this broken bike. Well, broken wheel, broken spoke. Hopefully trying not to lose more. Easy does it. All right, we're back on track, heading towards Duluth, making time. Talked to a local and we're going to a bike shop. This wheel is pretty screwed, so let's do that. Still looks good.
probably really stop and sightsee a little bit since I've never seen this part of Duluth, but I don't want to be too late into town to miss the bus and the bike shop, so I can't really hang out too much. So I just passed the thing called I think it said Hemlock Ravine. Both sides there was like huge drop-offs of the trail. So I was impressed. This is so cool. Much better than farm fields in my area. I saw a big shadow, so that must have meant there was a big bird above me. There's some force there. Well, I think we're finally pulling into Duluth. Lots of houses and stuff, so we're getting there. She's just a wobbling away. See if we can't find a bike shop. So we found Twin Port Cyclery, a great old shop. Dennis is the owner. Here's the still photo. It was a great day. It ended up being really nice. Inside they had old bikes and tools, tubes, all the equipment anybody would need. So much cool stuff. The individuals inside were great. They helped out. And got me in real quickly, which was great. to have my spoke put in as soon as possible. It's fun to look around at both old bikes and new, and all the equipment in there, while waiting just a little while to get to work on my bike. Again, Twin Ports Cyclery. They let me down in the dungeon where they have a bunch of bike stands set up to work on bikes and put together bikes, all sorts of things, and where they store a bunch of bikes too. I really wish that I would have a local shop close to me. Kind of reminds me of the Hub down in Minneapolis. I think it was the Hub that had a dungeon basement full of parts. It was kind of cool to be at. They got her fixed up. Pretty good, anyway. So after exiting the bike shop there, I had another flat, but ran into Michael here, and he wanted to help out, so he brought me over to the travel center, in which we couldn't figure out if I could get my bike onto a bus. So we rode all the way up to UMD. While doing so, I was trying to capture video of Canal Park off to the right there, in which I did figure out that I could stop at, or I could have, but didn't have the time because I was worried about not making the bus. So we made it all the way up to UMD and parted ways. Thank you very much, Michael Anderson. His card's down on the left here. He specializes in canoe and nature and photography, so thank you very much, Michael. Well, I made it all the way up here, and no luck. So I'm at the UMD, University of Minnesota Duluth, and I'm trying to figure out if they'll let me take my bike on the bus. But the bus isn't here in 10 minutes, so I guess we'll see if it even shows up. Otherwise, I guess I'll have to find another way. I don't know. Oh yeah, I got some of those too. You know Chacos? Chaco shoes or sandals? I have some pretty bad Chaco lines. So I was actually able to get on a bus. The driver that you just overheard me talking with allowed me to throw my bike underneath the bus, although that was not normally a thing or allowed. But it was very nice of her to allow me to do so. I took the bus down to St. Paul, where I was picked up by my brother. I wish I could have ridden my bike back, but looking at the time after the bike shop and moseying around town up there, and there just simply was not enough. So, all in all, a great day on the bike. If you like content like this, feel free to give me a like, subscribe, comment, follow, all those doodads, click-ins. Don't forget, obviously, to get out there, ride your bike, have fun doing so, and enjoy the wonderful place that you're at and in, and do fun stuff. So, going through some tunnels here.
Can you or Dad or somebody come pick me up from the U of M down there at 7:45 tonight?
Actually, I
got caught up here. I got caught up here. Back in time.